Hey guys, this is Matt from Generic Film Studios, here to give you my next generic review, of course, which will be of Aliens vs. Predator for the PlayStation 3. Now, this is the first AVP game since Extinction, which was one for the PS2. Not very well known. It was alright, but, you know, there was nothing really, you know, it wasn't outstanding. So, I also have that one. This game was developed by Sega and Rebellion Studios, which, yeah, Sega's kind of been starting to branch. Like, they did the Iron Man games for the movies, which I haven't played the second one, nor do I want to, because the first one sucked. But, yeah, okay, let's get right into it. The graphics for this game, the graphics are really good. The only main qualm I have with the graphics is that people's eyes bug out a lot of the time. Like, human eyes bug out a lot of the time. But other than that, the graphics are, really good. It's definitely good graphics. This game came out in 2010, so, you know, it's not that old. Excuse me. Then presentation. The presentation, the entire game has this, like, gritty look to it. It's kind of like a Batman Arkham Asylum look, but it's in first person, and because it's in first person, it's a little more, there's not as much that you can see in your view at the same time, so it gave them a little more license to precisionize it a little bit more, which is, you know, it looks good, and it's really gritty and dark, and the gore looks really good. I mean, of course, it's AVP, you know, there's gonna be blood and guts and all that crap. So yeah, presentation's pretty good. Gameplay. Okay, gameplay has its ups and downs. First, you can play as either a Marine, a Predator, or an Alien, each of which has their own campaign. The Marine campaign is basic first-person shooter, and that is both that gives it both good points and bad points, because I mean, it's basic first-person shooter, but that's exactly it. It's basic. It's like bare bones first-person shooter. Like, there's nothing unique about it. And I guess it's supposed to be kind of a horror game, but I don't know. At least a Marine campaign is. I don't know. I was never scared. Even when there were I learned after, like, the first time an alien climbed off the wall, like, it was pretending to be curled up, you know. I learned after the first time, like, oh, okay, I'll just flamethrow the walls from now on. And whenever I did, there was usually something there that I incinerated, which was fun to watch. But, yeah, I'm a sadist. Then we have the Predator campaign, which is first-person rip-em-up, which is pretty. I'd never played anything like that before, so it's pretty cool. I like it a lot. It is. I will say, as far as the gameplay goes, though, the combat was not fun. I mean, it was all right, but I mean, I would always find myself grabbing them and finishing them off. Because if you don't grab them, finish, and do a finisher move on them, which you can do immediately from the offset, so why wouldn't you just do that? If you don't do that, then you have a light attack, which is just whoa, 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 whoa. For some reason, the Predator can only make movements like this with his arms, which makes no sense. You can block, and you have a heavy attack, which is this, but slower and apparently harder. I don't know. So yeah, it's entertaining, but it's very repetitive, and it gets old pretty quickly. until you get like the spear and stuff. The spear is really, really fun. His plasma caster I never really used that much. I always tried to use the spear because I always like trying to hit people from far away with the spear. You don't get that till later in the game. And then there's the Alien campaign. Now the Alien style of gameplay is different from the Marine and the Predator, because the Alien actually, like, I don't know, its gameplay kind of fits into its own category. It's, you do everything that the aliens do in the movies and stuff, where like you run along the walls and jump on the ceiling, and it's all in first person. Now, I will have to say, the Alien campaign is my favorite. However, it can become very difficult to follow it can become very disorienting as you jump on the walls and stuff. I don't know, I've always been able to track things pretty easily for it, but I've heard complaints from a lot of people about how they were disoriented really easily. But other than a couple of small points, not very many, I was able to track it pretty well. So that's the Alien campaign, and you can like sneak up on people and impale them on the stinger, and you can like harvest them, and yeah, it's cool. It's my favorite one. And then we come to the story. Now, the story is like, each of the 3 campaigns have their own story, and the Alien one actually apparently takes place before the Marine and Predator ones do. Because the Alien campaign ends with you killing a Predator, which you then infect to create a Pred-Alien, which the Pred-Alien is the final boss of the Predator campaign. So yeah, they fight, they all have their own storyline, and they're not really good until the end. And even the end is alright. I mean, it's pretty much, it's not, if this were a movie, it would not win an Academy Award, let's just put it that way. It's, the story is okay. I mean, I don't like it when a story is just okay. I have problems with that. I mean, when the story sucks, I hate it, but at least I remember it. I mean, when it's okay, I'm not saying that I've forgotten the AVP story, but it just doesn't stand out that much. It's just an excuse for you to go and kill things. So, yeah, that was Aliens vs. Predator for the PS3. All things considered, I have to give it a 7 out of 10. You might want to get it. It's entertaining, but it doesn't really, it's not great. So, yeah. This has been Matt from Generic Film Studios, and I will see you guys later.